Okay, so not long to Christmas. It's mid-October, and about this time every year I make my pickled onions. They're fantastic with a slice of cheese, a bit of gammon, salad, cold turkey. They go down really well. So really simple. I always use the Sarson's malted vinegar, which is designed for pickling, and I add a little bit of my own twist. So I use normal vinegar, which I usually spice up with a bit of garlic, onion, herbs, whatever you want to throw in really. I also use some pickling spices, but watch, as I said, this could not be simpler. For my pickled onions I'm using shallots. As I said, I've got some large ones and some slightly smaller ones here. All I'm going to do is cut the ends off. Then I place them in a pot over here, and shortly I'm going to add some hot water to the pot, which the onions sit in for about 15 minutes, and this makes the onions easier to peel. Now, I made some yesterday using the smaller variety, and they're already in the pickling brine. I'll leave them in there to Christmas time, to Christmas Eve, before I sample a few. And one of the advantages of using the pickling vinegar is you also get the container. So you've got the jar where you can put all your pickled onions straight into, already sanitised. And I'm going to show you a few little twists I do just to give my onions that festive edge. So I've chopped the ends off my shallots. I've got a mixture of larger ones and slightly smaller ones there. And previously I said that I use the Sarson's pickling vinegar, which is already spiced, but I like to give mine a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a kick if you like. So what I use and add to the top of my onions is my kind of own brew if you like. So I use a normal malt vinegar, which is slightly stronger than the pickling vinegar. So in here I've got 500 mils. To this I add around 15 mils of water, and then you can go wild, so you can use whatever spices you like. So to my boil I've got some thyme, some rosemary, 2 cloves of garlic which I've crushed, some mini peppers from the garden, and 2 bay leaves. I then add a handful, well, a teaspoon of the pickling spice and about 6 peppercorns. I then, to finish off and just sweeten the vinegar, we use 2 tablespoons of sugar, in this case just regular caster sugar. All I have to do is really bring this to the boil for about 15-20 minutes. While I'm doing this, I'm going to add some hot water to my pickled onions and show you how much easier it makes them to be peeled. Malt vinegar boiling away with some additions that I've added, and my onions have been sitting in some hot water from the kettle for about 15 minutes. I'm going to show you how easy it is to literally peel these now. So as you can see, it's literally coming off with one hand. Job done. They're ready for pickling. All the shallots are peeled. Now all I need to do is add some salt, and these will sit in the salt for 24 hours before I give them a thorough rinse and add them to the jars. We're using sea salt. I'm just giving it a generous covering over the top. As I say, you rinse all this off. I'm going to leave these in the fridge overnight. Strained all the contents from the malt vinegar. It's got a great smell, and the shallots have been sitting in salt now for just under a day. You can do this different ways, and I've tried both. On the ones I did a few days ago. I used a saltwater brine, so I actually submerged them in salt water for a night. I've tried something different today. I have literally just poured salt straight over the top, just to see what makes a difference to the texture of the onion itself. And here you can see there's a lot of water now forming in the bottom. The actual texture of the onion feels very hard. So this may be a method that I use going forward rather than the brine. Now what I plan to do next is give these a thorough rinsing off. I will fill up the 2 large jars I've got left with half the ready spiced malt vinegar that I purchased, and I will top up with what I created using the malt vinegar, the standard malt vinegar, and the additional herbs, garlic, peppercorns and spices that I added. Okay, I've rinsed off the shallots. I'm now just dabbing them down with some paper towel. You see there's probably about 1/4 of the spiced pickling vinegar in both containers. I plan to add the shallots, see how much more I need, and then I will top up with my own brew, which I created from the dark malt vinegar, some water, sugar, and the extra herbs, chilies, peppercorns that I added to it. Great colours, all different sizes. I'm really looking forward to trying the large shallots in particular. Finally, after topping up with my own creation, my spiced malt vinegar, you add the pickling spices. I've added a teaspoon of sugar and a teaspoon of pickling spices and about 6 peppercorns to each container. These already look great. There's a lot of different shapes and sizes going on in there. Really interested in the jar. Hopefully they're going to taste fantastic. I'm really looking to leave these for around 2 months, nearly 3 months before trying them, just to give them time to be completely pickled and develop their flavours. Along with the 3 jars I did 2 days ago, which were all shallots of the same size. There should definitely be enough pickled onions to go around over the festive period. That's all from me. That's your shallot.